For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting at iDiskiTimes.co.za. It's the FA Cup, the Nedbank Cup weekend in South Africa. It means we take a break from the league a little bit and we focus on the final trophy of the season. This trophy, of course, gives Orlando Pirates an opportunity to win a treble. They've already won the double. Or Mamelodi Sundowns to win their first trophy of the season. Or, who knows, maybe TS Galaxy could win a Nedbank Cup for the first time in 6 years, since 2019. Or maybe someone else that we're not mentioning. So in this video, we'll look at TS Galaxy Mamelodi Sundowns and we'll also talk about Casric Stars versus Orlando Pirates. But before that, I want to ask a very quick question. I'll ask this from Junior as well, about to Coach Miguel Cardoso. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. So let's start with him before we go to Nedbank Cup. He beats Rulani, he beats Abdestam Muadu. Does it mean he's out of the woods yet, or there's still some pressure? Because we know in the build-up to these matches he was under immense pressure. Now he's almost equal on points with Pirates in the league. He's in the next round of the Champions League.
Mr. Kunjani,
Yes, sir.
ngibulisa wena, ngibulisa Stizi.
Just
Chairman, my chairman. Ngibulisa namakhaya ngicela support njalo iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngijike futhi.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nkewu, let me make you laugh before I can give you a direct answer.
No,
mina ngithanda ukuthi ngikubonise Mr. Nkewu kuqala before. Ukuthi mase ngiza ngeanswer ungangibuzi why answer yakho Mr. Nkewu,
you're a grown man.
We love this team, Mr. Nkewu. And when we see this team winning, we forget about the wrong things. Sundowns, uwinile Cardoso. And when you look at, yes, I'll be honest.
Both games,
he won, he played good football. So now I'm asking Ugutin, njengoba adlalile these 2 games and he played very well, the type of football that everyone is happy about, is he going to continue now? Because now, phela ukhumbula ukuthi ukhonjwe ngomuntu, wadliwa uRulana, you're going. Wadliwa iPirates, you're going. Then what he did, he said, let me go back to what it's working for Mamelodi Sundowns. What made Sundowns to be the best team in the continent? He went back to that and look at how it did. So
for now, it will be based on, can he continue the Sundowns way?
Yes. If he's going to continue the Sundowns way, he will stay. But if he's not going to continue the Sundowns way, then he's out. All
right, TS Galaxy, Mamelodi Sundowns. Thank you very much for that. TS Galaxy, Mamelodi Sundowns, your thoughts on that game, sir?
Hey, Mr. Nkewu, you know, mohamba ngebhayisikili kuze train, it's a problem.
Yeah, no, it's not that mismatch. TS Galaxy actually buy a transformer every time they play Sundowns, so they get themselves big. I get the point that it's a train against a bicycle, but still, when they play Sundowns, they get this big.
It's just I'm looking at the former Sundowns, Mr. Nkewu. The past few games, I mean, they went away to Limpopo, they came back, they played against Orlando, they played against Pirates. These 3 games are not easy games. And especially the one with Pirates where you could see at some point they had to go to
it was tense for both teams.
So looking at that form and how they overcome after 15-20 minutes of the first half of the game against Orlando Pirates, that's why I'm saying a train and facing by scale is going to be tough, but always come.
Historical context, so like I think I'm the only person in this channel who always draw back from history.
Yeah.
TS Galaxy, every time they play Sundowns, for some strange reason, 100%. I think even that game, Bongani Zungu breaks Bernard Parker's leg, and I think it came from that, or maybe there was this beef even before that. It doesn't mean TS Galaxy always beat Sundowns. But even when they had, did you remember this left centre back, Sundowns baby, South America? I forgot his name.
Abdul,
no, to Abdul Monayem Patwell, not him. There's another one, oil left footer, was a South America. Bekadlala ngathi midfielder with Sundowns. Not Nascimento, so it's someone recent. I just forgot his name. And he's Bekafike on loan with Sundowns.
Oh yes, now the tall one.
Yes,
the tall one. I remember.
And there's a game where he's supposed to cover for someone. It was like a highway. TS Galaxy, and they were using him, and TS Galaxy beat Sundowns. In one of those matches. And it was not the first time. It seems as though this game, they are trying to make it a rivalry between themselves and the Mamelodi Sundowns. And then, of course, if you think about Coach Rulani Mokoena Nosejad Ramovic,
Yeah.
former coach of ETS Galaxy as well.
Yes.
There was this beef that they had as well.
Yeah.
So, so these two teams, although Sundowns was stronger, but when TS Galaxy, if you give them Sundowns, they can beat Sundowns.
Mr. Nkeo, no doubt. Skalax is just Komboza Bakulusi. That they can play any other team and can beat in, but when you give them Chiefs and Pirates, they will hammer them.
Yeah.
So
And that's why they lost Sibusiso Zuma, Phumlani Mkhize, Siyabonga Nomvete.
Yes, Sabo Plus. They've lost all those players. So
To these big teams.
Yes, because this is what they were doing. And now TS Galaxy, they're doing the very same thing. And that's why, if you can check, sometimes we I don't know whether we see that or we don't see that. Every season, TS Galaxy always lose players.
Yeah, that's what's happening with Stellenbosch as well.
Same thing.
So
and it seems like we
even
don't
if
look
they're
at it.
picking up, no, I think it has Gacela so.
Yeah.
Because in other seasons, Bagwas about number 3, 4, 5,
Yes,
and then
yes.
they decline.
Yes.
Stellenbosch now, Bagu number
Same
15,
thing.
16,
Yeah.
number 14, 13, because they are always
Yeah.
they pick up, and then once they develop their superstars, they sell them, and then they go into a decline.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your feeling about that game tomorrow?
It's going to be a very tough one, Mr. Nkeo. It's going to be a very tough one. And yeah, Sundowns have got good players. And this boy is on song, Leon. And I think he'll be a difference between Sundowns and TS Galaxy. Leon, he's shown his quality.
You're not sensing resting of players with Sundowns?
No, I don't think he's gonna rest. Remember that
Looking at schedule.
the schedule.
Because it's never about personality. It's about we're in the Champions League and then we're in the top of the table clash.
Yes.
And then now it's like it was Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday as well. They're going to play the catch-up game. So you might be tempted to do it there in the Nedbank Cup.
The advice that I will give Cardoso now is that start your strongest team. You can make 5 sub. Start your strongest team. Tell them if you want to rest, get 2 goals. And then from there, you rest them. And then you put others. Because another thing is that when was the last time Sundowns win a trophy? Beside the league. We can count, yes. So it also dent the image of the team to say, yes, you're winning the league.
That you need a
But you need also domestic league to show that you are the really kings of the Betway Premiership. But now winning this marathon, yes.
for the money that you're spending, you need to win more.
You have to take everything.
You need to win more.
You have to take everything. So I don't think if it's one thing.
They're gonna rest. So Gomora, they rested players.
Yes.
Somewhere, corner, so there's gonna be a point where you have to squeeze those rests somewhere.
Yes.
And you can't afford to do them in the league because you're fighting with Pirates.
Yes.
You can't afford to do them in the Champions League.
Yes.
So even if they rest 4, maybe.
Yeah,
Not all of them, but maybe 4 players.
Yes, you do that. That's why I'm saying, Mr. Nkeo, start them, and then second half make changes. Take out 4 and put another 4. And then the rest. I think
And then what are you going to do Tuesday?
Tuesday
In the league?
No, because
So if you play best starting 11, what are you going to do Tuesday?
No, you're just making them not to just sit all together out.
But we call rest for a reason.
Yeah, we need that rest, Mr. Nkeo, but also you need to look at how also it's important that you balance your rest. Play less minutes and then not playing at all. At least play.
But we call it a rest for a reason. Like,
yes, Mr. Nkeo.
Now Gomora, they rested players.
Yes,
let's say that in that meeting, so in that meeting they said to him, Champions League,
Yeah.
whatever you do, Champions League and league.
No,
then that means, because I think it's plausible they would have said that to him.
Yeah.
Abasho ukuthi lose in Nedbank.
Yeah.
But we want Champions League and league.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll crisis meeting, because I'm sure they called him to a crisis meeting.
Yes.
And they said Champions League and league.
Yeah.
So that means this is the only one, so that you can kind of rest. Not everyone, but maybe 4 or 5 players, so that you can use them Tuesday.
I'll take your word, Mr. Nkeo, because it does happen, these things, where we're saying our priority is this. Yes, we've got this game that maybe we can go all the way to the semi-final or final, but this is not our priority. this maybe it will cost us physically, mentally, and whatsoever. So you rather focus on this. It's possible.
It's plausible that they
it's
would
possible that they would say, look, we won the league and the Champions League.
Yeah.
So definitely he can even change the whole team. He can even
because last time I think there was Riyad Peters at some point.
Yes.
Dennis
In the
Onyango,
goals. Yes.
stuff like that. There was a lot of changes.
Yeah, a lot of players were out. You know, we saw a new team altogether. So I think it goes back to what you just said, Guti. We won the league and the Champions League. So now for this Nedbank Cup, he's just gonna play anyone.
Okay, before we move to Pirates, you say Sundowns win, right?
Yeah, Sundowns win, definitely.
Before we move to Pirates,
Yeah.
your former teammate is wearing suits at Sundowns. He's wearing a blazer at Sundowns. You have to tell us what's happening. Surprise!
Mr. Ngewang Funinkulum. I don't know.
No,
to
you
talk.
can say you suspect there's a promotion or something.
No, we had a chat.
Oh, you spoke to him? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
no, we just spoke, you know, as we normally.
Okay, without revealing too much.
Yeah, no.
I don't want you to break your friendships with people.
Yeah.
Is that a promotion?
No,
Because last time we checked, DDC coach.
Yeah.
So now he's wearing blazers. Is it a promotion?
No.
He's more leadership role.
No, his job now is to train the strikers, especially Matthews. His job now is to make sure that this boy he scores goals, because he creates chances but doesn't score. So he's more on the attacking side of the team, and so he needs to watch the games.
Thank you. I don't want you to break confidences.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up with Pirates and Casric Stars. Just give us 2 minutes of what you think might happen. Amstel Arena, Orlando. So, I mean, Orlando Pirates buries everyone, especially smaller teams. When they go there, they have no chance.
Mr. Nkwebu, let me tell you, already seba kunyunje igama nje lithi Orlando Pirates. Then seba kunyile nje klar. You know, when you go and play against Orlando Pirates now, Sundowns they've won, but ask them, they'll tell you. Ukuthi bese toilet is ngaqedi. That's how we're not settled facing Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates, it's the best team this season in terms of attacking options. They create chances. Against Sundowns, they've created chances, but they couldn't finish. And just imagine if they finish those chances, we'll be talking different language. So it tells you how good they are.
No,
Mr. Gil, you know, we learn in this game. No, we learn. It's important, Mr. Gil, to remind people that as much as we're going to put pressure on those players of Orlando Pirates to win games, but we must also know that experience also plays a part. Some games
experience. Where are they? Those
players? No, they had to play. They had to learn.
Yeah, but so you learn on the job.
Yes. So they're learning. So that's part of experience to say, look, as Ngumbutuma, I missed these chances, and then Sundowns they got 2 chances, they buried them. I know. Next time when I get an opportunity like this, I must bury them. I must do the very same thing. So
Orlando Pirates, Casric Stars.
Mr. K, it's an obvious work. They need to roll a red carpet for us. La Paye Arena. You know, Arena. It's a very
Have you been
big
there already?
stadium.
Have you been there?
No, not yet.
That's a shame.
Not yet, but you know, I'll get time. I'll get time. Yeah, it's
and drink tea there. Go and drink tea at the Amstel Arena.
Yeah, that's a big stadium.
Kanimbiza enisistande ubhuti ayovula naye ayonivulela mhlawumbe nizayibamba le league.
No, bazoyibamba league, definitely.
No, or maybe when they win the league you can go to the arena.
No, it's important to go now so that I can open the doors.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to give a child a car, so I need to do that. I mean, I must go and open.
You must go to the
They
arena.
must understand that.
Definitely.
The feeling of them walking down this aisle and go and get that trophy, the feeling in China.
Masizibale ngesandla ke Mrs. Zingaphi ze Pirates? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Casric is a slupanyana because they run too much. It's going to be 3-0. It's an easy one. Yeah, 3-0, and then we're just going to make some changes and give others a chance because we're looking at the league. We're not worried about it.
Abantu for the Soweto Derby. Niyayithanda ke Soweto Derby.
No, it's Soweto Derby. You know what's important?
Niyayithanda Soweto Derby.
Soweto Derby, Mr.
Nkeu.
No, yes, no, you can say we'll rest people, but we take this game serious.
Niyayithanda Soweto Derby.
So to derby,
I've watched Pirates over the last few years, well, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Every time I the fixture before Soweto derby.
Yeah.
Even the Chiefs to some degree does that as well.
Yes.
Every time, the week before Soweto derby, there's always something about the squad selection that doesn't make sense. So
we need to put our cards next to our chest. It's very important. A derby, you don't show your cards. Because once they see your cards, then obviously they've got a plan for you. So we need to play safe.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. We'll be here tomorrow, 3 and 6 p.m. To watch the Nedbank Cup. It'll be TS Galaxy Sundowns. I think it's in Mpumalanga at the Solomon Maslango Stadium. And then, of course, at Amstel Arena Stadium, Orlando will be Orlando Pirates against Casric Stars. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, also sweating.
Hola Bafethu, this is Junior Kanye. Please subscribe to iDiskiTV.
This is Bongane Benedict Vilakazi. They call me Tso. Niyazi bafethu, ama coach for life. They are back in winning ways. Please, subscribe to iDiskiTV.